Thanks for being here with me today on Move to Improve. I'm Susie. We're getting strong today. That's it. Being strong not only improves your daily life, but it improves your athletic performance and it boosts metabolism. But it also improves your mood and helps you sleep better. After the age of 30, we start to lose muscle, 3 to 5% of our muscle every decade. So we need to fight back. So get your comfortable clothes, get your attitude, get your head in the game. Let's go.
By the power of Grayskull.
First things first, inhale, exhale. Let's warm it up. Start by squat and tap. Squat and tap. Let's add some arms. Reach, reach. Warm up the back. Holding the stomach in while we're warming up. This is my favorite thing to do, is to get strong. That's my favorite workout. So think about that, because we are going to get strong today. First, we have to get the muscles warmed up a little bit. Reach over, reach a little higher. Because if you don't warm up the muscles before you lift, they're kind of like a rubber band. If it's cold and you pull it, it'll snap. So you want to keep those muscles warm. 2 more. Back to across the chest. Warming up those back muscles. Let's squat a little into this. Now you can slow it down anytime you want to. You can be here. You can make a big circle here. Get the back into it. March it out. Stand tall and try to keep things even on both sides of your body when you lift weights. Side to side, still warming up. Pump the arms. You don't need a big warm up, just enough to get the blood going, get you feeling kind of breathy. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Inhale and exhale. When trying to build strength, make sure you start with a lighter weight and just continually add a little more weight as you go, whenever you can. Maybe once or twice a month, try to bump up your weight a little bit. So due to time constrictions, I'm going to jump right into my 4th set. So I'm going to imagine that I've done 2 to 3 sets already, and I'm going to lift a heavier weight now. There's a certain way to lift heavy dumbbells. You just can't go over and, pick up a dumbbell like you do a 5-pound. You have to address the weight straight on because you don't want to hurt your back. These weigh 40 pounds apiece. So this is where I start and this is where I'll finish. You always want to make sure you have a solid grip. I make sure that my thumb and my index finger are touching at all times when I'm holding onto the weights so that they don't slip, because I'm focusing on my chest muscles right now as I push the weight up. I'll inhale first and I'll exhale as I push the weight up. Make sure you come down far enough. Get a stretch. Now when I get the weight to the top, I usually hold it, my heavy weight, to build strength. And I turn my wrist this way, bring my legs up. And the weight helps me come back up. We're going to work the lats, sides of your back that give you that V shape. So imagine I've already done 2 sets at least before the heavy weight. I'm going to have my shoulder blades together, my back is flat, and I'm going to take the weight and I'm going to pull it up. Get position. Inhale first. Okay, that's not easy. But you might be thinking, well, you can't do that because you have injuries, or you can work through injuries. I have hooks in this shoulder, and I completely broke this arm off and cracked the shoulder ball years ago while trying to do an ice skating show. So I'm not an ice skater, turns out. But you can work through injuries. That's what I want to get through to you. You can be strong. I used to be super wimpy. I was that girl that got beat up on the school bus, that skinny girl. So I need to go to a class reunion. That's all there is to it. Hold your stomach in. Keep your glutes really tight, because as you curl heavier, you could start throwing your weight. So you need to stabilize your body. Inhale first. Exhale as you bring the weight up. Control it down. My back's not moving. I'm really tight. My knees are slightly bent. Breathe, stomach tight. Stand tall, shoulders back. My elbows are pivoting off my waist. Control it up on the positive, control it down on the negative. Let's do one more. Build muscle, get strong. Because after age 30, remember, we lose 3 to 5% of our muscle naturally due to sarcopenia, which is immobility or age-related, or both. So on top of that, if you don't work out, don't exercise, so 3 to 5% naturally, and then you're immobile and just sitting around, you're going to lose more than that. So let's get tough. Let's go. We're going to work the triceps with a move called eyeballs. What I'm going to do is lie down, and I'm going to have the weight, bring it down, this way and push straight back up. They're also called skull crushers. These are fun. But this is something you may not have seen for a while, but it's been around a long time. You want to bring your weight back. Keep the elbows pointed toward the ceiling. Exhale up. Control your whole body. One more. While we're here, we can do some close grip press to burn out the triceps, because this wasn't a real heavy weight. It's more like a moderate weight. One more. Let's take one more and hold it up. Lots of people tend to have problems with shoulders. It's either the rotator cuff or just lack of strength. So we need to work the shoulders. We're going to start with a one arm shoulder press. Bring the weight over the shoulder. Keep your feet flat on the floor. Inhale, exhale as you push up. Remember to keep your body stable. Try to keep it in the same position throughout the exercise. Exhale up. Concentrate. Push it up. Last two. Last two. Let's take it to the other side. If you're trying to build strength and the last two are easy, you need to move up in weight a little bit. Okay, bring the weight over the shoulder. Exhale. Feet are flat on the floor, body's not moving. Two more. Last one. Bring it down. That's a great shoulder workout. Make sure you build up to that. There's so many ways to work the shoulders and to build strength. I'm going to take the weight above my head, bring it back with both arms, and extend it up. It's a tricep overhead extension, but fighting the movement in my body is really giving me a good core workout. I like to put my thumbs around the weight and get a good grip here with palms on the bottom of the dumbbell. Bring it up. Okay, now I want to stay in this position as I inhale back, exhale up. I'm really working the arms. Oh, this feels good on the triceps. but I could feel my core holding me still on the bench. Exhale up. Two more. Elbows stay up. Fight it. Now it's time for legs. We're going to do some dumbbell squats. Make sure you line your body up with the dumbbells that are on the rack if you're in the gym, and squat down if it's a little bit lower and get the weights and come up. You can't be, cavalier with the weights, the heavy weights like you are with light weights where you just kind of pick one up like that because you'll pull something. So you want to make yourself like a machine. Square up to the weights. Inhale first. Squat. Exhale up. When you get to the top, squeeze the shoulder blades together. Come into good posture. Before we stretch, let's march it out. Okay, watch the first one. We take it down, back, push, up, back, jump, and march. Stand tall. Here we go. March. Use those muscles. Get aggressive. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Down. March. Got one more. Make it work. Slow it down if you need to. Lace your fingers together. Let's push the arms out front and take one leg back. Release the back. Drop the shoulders down. Push through that calf in the back and bend the front knee. I can feel that stretch. Feels good. Take the arms around. Lace the fingers. Open up the chest. I hope you had a good time today lifting with me. Lifting weights is my favorite form of exercise. Step out and let's reach over. Push down through the same side foot and reach over so that you feel the stretch all the way down. And really reach. Let's take it to the other side. And breathe. Push through that same side foot and reach. Bring it down. Let's roll the wrists around and roll them the other way. Loosen up. A lot of times it's a mental game. It's just getting there, or if you work out at home, designate a space in your home that is for your exercise, and you're more likely to want to go there. It's hard to work out when you're looking at a wash machine or a dryer. So find a space in your house, if you're working out at home, where you can just focus on yourself, get strong. If you're going to the gym, once you get there, it's all good. Once you get there, that's half the battle. Showing up, that's what they say. Showing up is 90% of it. And that's what it is. If you get there and you get hooked, it took me about, I'd say 3 months to get hooked on lifting and exercise, because when I started, I know I've told you before, I quit smoking. So the next day I took up weightlifting, and it was hard because the routine was hard, to do. But once I got hooked, I couldn't stop. And like I said, lifting weights from point A to point B, that's my mentality. That's what I like. Continue to push yourself. I think that's what we have to do, is just to push ourselves, and always think about your future self, how you're going to feel 5 years from now. If you're not exercising, you're not eating right, not that you have to be super strict, just you have to be accountable. That's all. Inhale the arms up. Exhale as you reach forward. And it doesn't matter how far you go. You want to get that stretch in the low back. Just inch it down. Inhale, come back up. And a way to go further is to inhale and then exhale just a little more. And hold it. Pull yourself down. No bouncing. Then release it. Come back up to a seated position. Inhale up. And exhale. As you do it, you will find yourself going further. And bring it up. Take one foot over. Put your opposite hand on the outside of your knee and turn to look around. And breathe. Push through the heel of the extended leg so that you can get a stretch on your calf at the same time. Come back to center. Let's switch sides. Exhale. If you don't work on this type of move, it goes away quickly. I'm a little stiff today, I can tell. Push through the heel of the extended leg. Get as much stretch here as you can. And breathe. And come on back. You can use a towel, a necktie, piece of tubing. Put it on the bottom of your foot. Take your foot to the ceiling. Bring the elbow down to the floor. Try to keep your leg coming directly out of the hip. It's not out right now and it's not over here. We're just stretching back. So if you need to choke up a little on the towel so that you get a really big stretch back here. And don't rush through this. Pull your chin toward your chest. And relax. Does feel good. If your hamstrings are tight, you can't really relax, because that is a signal to our brains that we are on the ready. We're ready to run away from something if our hamstrings are tight. So you can't really relax unless your hamstrings are relaxed. Let's release it down and we'll take it to the other side. Bring the leg up. Choke up on this a little and bring my elbow down to the floor. Feel the stretch and just wait it out, because you might have a bent knee at first. Maybe you're really tight and then it starts to release. Make sure this is in the middle of your foot so it doesn't spring off and hit you in the face too. And try to keep your legs coming straight up, not crossing center line. And breathe. Remember to take it slowly when you're building strength. If you're lifting 10 pounds and the last 2 reps are easy, you need to move to, this is just an example, to 15 pounds or 12 pounds, whatever, depends on what exercise you're doing. We need to keep all the muscles in our body, not just the ones that show, all the muscles inside. We need to keep them strong to keep our organs healthy and our spine where it should be. So I want you to just try to push a little harder if you want to get stronger, and I know you want to. And I'll see you next time.